This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Hey, David Pakman here. Make sure you are getting our newsletter. You can sign up at midweekpolitics.com. Find out who will be on the show in advance. Send us your questions. Lots of great reasons you should be getting the newsletter. Here's an odd story I read. There's some who are saying that the new tan tax is racist. There's a 10% tax on tanning services as part of the new healthcare bill. Of course, white people comprise the overwhelming majority of tanning salons, the customer base for tanning salons. Rush and Glenn Beck have been calling racism on the tan tax. And after all, Barack Obama is black, and black people don't go to tanning salons. So therefore, he's putting a tax out there that only affects white people, or at least so goes the argument. Honestly, though, most of the people actually responsible for this new tax are white, not Barack Obama personally. We're also talking about $5 on the whole here, which would be, the average unlimited monthly tanning pass is $50. This is a 10% tax. And by the way, the sun is still free. So I don't know that I'd say that this is a racist tax. Something this did make me think of, though, is that the Botox tax was proposed. It wasn't included in the bill. And the reason why is the cosmetic surgery lobby is much stronger than the tanning one. I think we would all agree with that. Would that have been considered a sexist task, a tax on cosmetic surgery? Well, I assume if you believe the tan tax is racist, then the Botox tax must be sexist too. By the way, that one would have brought in much more money. My dad, honestly, bizarrely enough, he went to a tanning salon once. I've never been, but he was going on a trip in the middle of winter to the beach somewhere, and he wanted to not get burned. So he started going to a tanning salon, and from the stories he told me, it sounded like one awkward scene. I'm not going to lie. Very odd. I've never even been in a tanning salon, but it sounds like an interesting place to be. I don't think the new tan tax is racist by any means. Here's something else. Have you ever heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect? Well, I think we figured out what's going on with many issues where no amount of facts and logic seem to convince people of what's going on. This includes climate change, gay marriage, much more. The Dunning-Kruger effect says the following. It's a cognitive bias in which an unskilled person makes poor decisions and reaches erroneous conclusions, but their own incompetence denies them the ability to realize they are reaching the wrong conclusions. The unskilled therefore suffer from illusory superiority, rating their own ability as above average, much higher than it actually is. Now, this has been expressed non-scientifically for a long time. We've even mentioned it on the show. They're not smart enough to figure out they have no idea what they're talking about, right? I know many people like this. I know Lewis does as well. It probably has something to do with why Lewis can't figure out why he's getting shot down every time he talks about creationism and all of those theories, which, by the way, we're getting a flood of emails. 2 shows in a row now. Lewis is, according to some listeners, digging himself a deeper and deeper hole when talking about creationism. And we'll actually get to some of those comments coming up. Midweek Politics is made possible in part by CSR Wire, the corporate social responsibility newswire at csrwire.com, by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.